So today we are going to discuss one of the again important chromatography type, that is affinity chromatography. Why it is so important as compared to the other techniques? So it is very important here again to understand the basic concepts and the basic principle involved, how this technique is different than the previous techniques of column chromatography. This is a very specific technique. Affinity chromatography is one of the very specific technique used particularly for the separation of biochemical fluids. There are so many substances, there are so many analytes, there are so many compounds, organic, inorganics, in clinical, in biological fluids, micromolecules, macromolecules. So many times it is very difficult to isolate, to separate out such components with the help of the other techniques. Why this technique is known as the affinity chromatography? It is a very specific technique where the interaction takes place. As already we learned the part of ion exchange chromatography. Exchange of ions based on their affinity, based on their interactions, based on their replacement phenomenon. In the same way, based on their interaction, it means based on the affinity of a particular protein, a particular molecules towards the material which is filled in a column. So based on the affinity phenomenon, the components are get separated out. Say for example, antigen antibody reactions. We are very well aware with these things that how the antigen antibody reacts, just like a lock and key model. Again, in case of ligand and the receptor interactions, just like in lock and key model, lock and key interactions. So same type of the substances are interacted here in affinity chromatography, which interacts in a form of lock and key type or ligand with the receptor site according to their affinity and interactions. So let us see what is the theory involved behind the affinity type of chromatography. So in the introductory part, you can see here, this technique is very useful for purification, isolation of the biological molecules, such as say proteins, This technique is useful for the sample purification and used primarily for biological molecules such as protein, for the separation of biological molecules. So it is the method where the mixture of proteins or the nucleic acids, in this method, separating a mixture of proteins or nucleic acids by a specific interaction of those molecules with a component known as the ligand. So ligand receptor type of an interaction. So component known as ligand, which is immobilized on a support. There are some specific substances, even you can see in the diagram that a bead is there. A bead is, or say the column is filled with the beads. Beads are attached with the ligands, specific ligands. As per the literature review, again there is a selection of and proper ligands depending upon the nature of the solute. So beads are there, beads are provided along with the ligands which are very specific to bind with the specific targeted proteins. Binds with the specific targeted proteins. So you can see the target proteins bind with the ligands, and these ligands are coated or bonded with the on the beads. So this is just like a very simple phenomenon involved, but the separation is based on their affinity, based on their interactions. So particularly in macromolecules, for examples, we can say that a protein separations from the biological fluids. So specific ligands are selected. These specific ligands are coated, bonded over the beads, and the column is filled with such beads. So depends upon based on the targeted molecules, the molecules intended for the isolation or the mixture or the analytes, the selection of the proper ligands is based. So affinity, the word that means interactions. So just like an lock and key receptor and the ligands interaction, antigen antibody type of reactions are takes place in the affinity chromatography, where the biological samples are get separated out. So if a solution of say a mixture of protein is passed, suppose there is a mixture of protein, it is passed through the column. So one of the protein binds to the ligands on the basis of their specificity and high affinity, which fits together like a lock and key model. And the other proteins in the solutions wash through the column because they were not able to bind the ligands which are attached to the micro beads. Isn't it? So it is an interaction. So other proteins, those who do not have an affinity towards the ligands which are binds to the beads fill in a column. So other proteins in a solution wash through the column because they were not able to bind the ligands. So those binds with the ligands, those proteins, those substances binds with the ligands, they will get separated out and the other sample is get eluted out. So likewise, there is a separation. So there is a separation takes place. So the main principle that is of affinity. Affinity chromatography is one of the most diverse and powerful chromatographic technique, mainly useful for specific separation of proteins, purification of specific molecule or a group of molecule from the complex mixture. Group of molecule from the complex mixture. So affinity chromatography is one of the most important powerful technique involved for the purification of a specific molecules or specific group of molecule from the mixtures based on its highly specific biological interactions between the two molecules. Such interactions between enzymes and substrate, receptors and ligands, antibody and antigens. So based on the affinity, based on the interactions between the two molecules, such as enzyme and substrate, receptor and the ligands and antigen and antibody. So these interactions, these are very typical, these are very specific. So these are reversible. These interactions which are typically reversible are used for purification by placing one of the interacting molecule referred as known as the affinity ligand onto a solid matrix. So what is the procedure? It is a specific type of the chromatography based on the interactions of two molecules, two substances reversibly used for purification by placing first one of the interacting molecule known as referred as affinity ligands affinity ligands and onto a solid matrix to create a stationary phase, while a target molecule is in the mobile phase. So remember, so depending upon the type of interaction, depending upon the mechanism of separation, purification, up till we discuss so many chromatographic techniques, particularly liquid chromatographic technique, column chromatographic technique. So based on the partition phenomenon, based on the adsorption phenomenon, based on the ion exchange phenomenon, based on the size exclusion chromatography, according to the size, according to the ionic nature, according to their adsorptivity. So based on the physicochemical properties, surface interactions, reactions, affinity, all the molecules from the mixtures are get separated out with the help of the different types of chromatographic techniques. So here, the main principle involved in affinity chromatography is that it is a typically a reversible chromatography used for the purification by placing one of the interacting molecule known as the affinity ligands, which are coated over the solid matrix to create a stationary phase. This is the one side, while other a target molecule is in mobile phase, and as the mobile phase passes through the stationary one, so the interactions takes place just like an antigen antibody reactions, and the molecules, the targeted molecules get binds with the ligand, and other molecule these are eluted out. So this is the very simple procedure involved behind the separation by the affinity chromatography. So many of them commonly used ligands coupled to the affinity matrix, and these are available, commercially available in the market and even ready to use. So different types of material, or say the adsorbents, say the column matrix, these are available. Solid matrix, these are available in market. So we need to decide what is the nature of the substance, what is the nature of the analyte,
Yes,
what
sir.
type of the substance, what type of the substance is analyzed. So based on their property, selection of the solid matrix ligands takes place. So again, same as the previous technique. What about the solid matrix? That is the adsorbents, that is the stationary phase used again in affinity chromatography. What are the properties? How it should be? So many questions. So the matrix used in affinity chromatography is usually a bead form to which a specific ligand is covalently bonded. A specific ligand is bonded over the bead. It is a matrix in which a substance, usually a bead, form which specifically binds, covalently binds to the substance. You may call a substance usually a bead, which is specifically bind to the ligands. So in order to form the matrix, effective matrix, to obtain the good separation from the mixtures, so these matrix must be insoluble in solvent and buffers. Insoluble in solvents and buffers which use in the process. It must be chemically and mechanically stable, must be easily coupled to the ligand. Again, this is very important. This matrix should be easily coupled to the ligand or a spacer arm onto which the ligand can be attached. The interaction should be very fast, easy. This matrix must exhibit good flow properties. Again, very important part, that This matrix must show a good flow properties and have a relatively large surface area for their interactions, for their attachment. So surface area again is very important. Flow property is very important, so that easily interactions will